What is going on, peoples? Just getting ready to run a couple errands, and there's the mighty VFR after its very rigorous weekend performing in the countryside. Still holding up. I wanted to touch base on a real quick topic today. Don't have a lot of time to vlog, but it's one that's been on my mind. Hello. Hello. And the subject, quite simply, is life, death, the reaper and the ride, and gut feelings. Thanks. Yesterday, I was supposed to go on a ride with a friend of mine, and I didn't. And the reason I didn't is because I had a bad feeling, and I had a bad dream the night before, about a friend of mine, actually, who I used to ride with, getting into a severe accident on his bike. You know, dreams are very vivid for some people, not for others. Mine was pretty vivid. What gear was that, like 10th? Yeah. So anyway, one of the reasons I wanted to bring this up today is because, I guess because I've ridden a long time, as I've mentioned 1,000 times before, and there were days where I'd kind of, you know, commute to work like anyone else on a motorcycle or go out for a ride, and I would just get a really bad feeling about riding that day. A very deep gut instinct, fear, random, totally untriggered feeling about it. And I've always listened to those feelings. I think Baron von Grumble mentioned in one of his videos that he had a feeling that day he would crash, and he went down on the track. And sometimes you have a really unusual, keen sense of reaper proximity, for lack of a better term. So I've always paid great attention to that feeling. And if there was a day I felt for some bizarre reason it was even on my mind that something would happen to me on my bike, I stayed off it that day. I left the keys on the hanger and take the car or whatever. I don't know how much truth there is to that, and I know it's kind of a serious, dark topic that a lot of people don't want to think about when they ride. But I genuinely believe that if you have any street smarts at all, and you've got any sort of sense of self-preservation, you can tell when those days are upon you. Now, a lot would argue, well, I got hit a day I didn't feel anything coming on, and I got fucking run over by a truck. Well, sure, of course. I'm not saying that I've got some sort of sixth sense, or I've got some sort of bad sense, like Batman. But, you know, it's one of those things that if you do get a little heads up, you might want to pay attention to it, because oftentimes I feel like it can save your life. So yesterday was one of those days for me. I knew it, and I didn't go ride. And I really wanted to, because it was absolutely beautiful, just like this. And in Seattle, this is the time of year where this weather is very, very close to an end. Much like London, for the Bamboo Grumble, who grumbles and grumbles about the weather. You know, it's kind of the same deal here. We've got futile time left before this is all gone, and it's going to fucking rain, and your ass is going to get water trickling down the crack of it and freezing, and it's gross. So pay attention to those vibes. Another thing you should always pay attention to is your fucking fuel light, because I think I'm like literally about to like run out of gas. It's my arch enemy, the UPS man. You pay for this, UPS man. And your little dog, too. Yeah, pothole. Yeah, man, pretty nice view of the cityscape. You can see the needles poking out. Downtown Seattle over there to my left. Beautiful day to ride here, 80 degrees in September. Can't really beat it, man. Take a look at this beauty. Let's take a look at this beauty without a tank bag, eh? See what she looks like, nice and proper. Yeah, mate. That's what I'm talking about, mate. Look at there. Hello, hello. Beautiful. Beautiful. Except for this here. Fell out. Vibrated out. Always does that. Goddamn things. Little Frankenstein bolts stick out of the neck of it. Truly one of the prettiest bikes I think I've ever owned. Definitely not the slowest bike I ever owned. Very comfortable. It's got to be said. Yeah. Doing pretty good on the little chickeny strips. I've only got about 800 miles on these so far. Starting to get the box worn off a little bit. Just from riding over there in the mountains and in the countryside. You can see this is my prominent leaning side there. There's a fucking YouTube tutorial for you. How to fucking put gas in your tank. Yeah, you know, you gotta be patient, right? You don't want to fucking pull this thing out and pre-ejac all over your goddamn paint. You know, just take a minute, fucking drip it, turn it up, rotate, and off. Don't be dripping that shit all over your paint finish and then running and getting a fucking paper towel and, you know, give me a break. It takes 1 second to not drip anything. I don't know. I see so many people do that shit. It drives me nuts. My buddy, fresh paint all over his bike. You know, I did the whole thing, tanked the whole 9 yards. And just fucking gas, just residue all the way down the side. I tell you what, I'm gonna strangle him. I'm gonna strangle him with my pet gauntlets. He's gonna pay the ultimate price for filthifying his own bike. I'll find you, and you'll pay. Get off your phone. It's lunchtime. Motoring. Give the guy some turns. Yeehaw. Look at that. Beautiful. Gotta be said. Love this fucking road, eh? Hang off that bitch. Create a better center for you and your bike. Move around a little bit. Doesn't hurt. Good for you. Yeah. Oh, goddamn. Hey, this is where I did my Supermoto action, which I won't be performing on my VFR. Supermoto. To Supermoto or not to Supermoto? Oh, shit! Where can I stick this thing? Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. You've got to listen to me. I need a parking. Supermoto. VFR is not a Supermoto. Get up on the curb. Order some lunch. Oh, this is a very bad downgrade. Send us down.
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes by. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes by.